Lesson number 4, create your product. Now here is where you decide on the format. For example, are you going to be creating an ebook? Or are you going to be doing a video course? Are you going to be creating a lead magnet? Are you going to be creating a checklist? Or are you going to be using all of these? Either way, you can create this any way you choose. In fact, you can even provide the PowerPoint slides if you wish to as well, just to give your customer added value. You can create this as a PowerPoint slide, where all you're doing is you don't show your face on screen and you just create a PowerPoint slide course. And the best part about that is you can create short courses on places like Udemy, which will then allow people to be able to learn from you. And the best part about Udemy is that they have a built-in audience ready to find your course and purchase it. Now you can also create courses in one presentation. Now what I would strongly suggest is that when you are creating your course using PowerPoint presentation, you sit down and you put all of your presentations together and keep it all in one slide. If you have lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like I have here, what you need to do is make sure that you keep it all on the one presentation and you only separate the presentations using a cover slide. And this way, it allows you to be able to create this in one sitting without having to worry about having to make individual videos and wasting a lot of time. So by sitting here and creating one particular course using just a PowerPoint slide separated by cover slides, you can create a course in under an hour. Now before you even look at creating your course, I would strongly suggest that you practice. Practice a few times before you get started. This way, you don't stumble, you don't and ah, and you don't go making mistakes on a regular basis. If you decide to have a video presentation using PowerPoint where you're not being seen on camera, you can, if you wish to, write it all down and then read it out, especially if you're doing a PowerPoint presentation where you're not actually going to be on screen. By reading that out on screen, you won't stumble over your words as much and you'll find that you'll sound a lot more coherent. Now once you get good at it, you can in fact create these slides without having to worry about writing it down, and you can speak from the top of your head. But that takes practice. So before you get started, make sure you practice. As I said before, record your presentation in one sitting. If you happen to make a mistake, clap. Just like that. This way, when you have a look at your recording, you can see the peak in which you made the mistake. And that is where you know you have to cut it. So do make sure that you clap when you're doing presentation videos. Now make sure also that when you edit your video that you cut it up into little bits. Now by doing that, you'll be able to cut it up into the various modules, or you'll be able to cut it up into the various sections. And by cutting it up into the various sections, it does make life a lot easier for you, and you give more value to your customer by having smaller lessons that people can consume as they go along. A lot of the times people don't want to be sitting around for 15-20 minutes waiting for a video to finish because they want to get going and get started on what you're teaching. So the shorter the better, and make sure that you cut them up in such a way that you take away a lot of the space, a lot of the ums and ahs, or anything else that could be holding it back from being a great lesson. Now if you do a how-to video, figure out where you want to place that in your course when you're editing your video. For example, what I did in this particular course is I went through the PowerPoint presentation and I paused, and I knew that where I was pausing was where I was going to have to do a screen share. And then I was able to do a screen share and then add that to my software. Once I added it to my software, I knew I was going to be having to place it in a particular location in my course. So if you do have the how-to videos that you want to do and you want to include your PowerPoint presentation at the same time, then I would suggest that you add them together so as to add more value to your customer. Now once you go ahead and do all that, you're going to need to be able to host your video. Now we already spoke about Vimeo, and you can use Vimeo or you can use other sites that you wish to, but I personally use Vimeo, and you'll find that by having Vimeo, you'll be able to host your videos and keep them private, so as when you're selling your course, people are not getting access to something that you really want to have as private. Alright, let's head on over to lesson 5.